Hey YouTube, this is Stacy. This is a special edition of Stacy's Music Lab. I wanted to give a quick review of a new piece of gear in the lab here. I had picked up a tracker. The irony of me picking it up is I was really getting into my MC 101 and I wanted more tracks. So I considered getting an MC 707 and I somehow ended up with this because I convinced myself, being an artist, I don't need more of the same. You know how that crap goes. Anyway, I got it and I love it. I'm letting it play quietly in the background because it's really noisy upstairs and I don't need to get a copyright strike from whatever my son's playing on the third floor. That's the truth. What I like about it, the sequencing on this is just mind-blowing. I used a tracker back in the day. I've used Mod Plug Tracker. I have some songs in the mod archive as Blue Boomer you might be able to locate. But since then, I've mostly been a new age kind of composer. Spectral Sevens, you'll find I have several songs that have done all right, really. So why am I playing around with a tracker and doing this D&B kind of stuff? I don't know. It's fun, you know. This is a fun machine. I got this beat going on here. This is just a sample, a bass loop with a really basic D&B thing. But, you know, I could spice this up if I wanted. And it is this. I'm on MIDI channel 9 and MIDI channel 10, which is triggering channel 1 on this. An interesting thing about the way these things line up and match up so perfectly for me is when you're in what they call MIDI mode A on this. Oh my God, this thing is like on its last leg. I can't get to my system set. But if you're on MIDI mode A, then these will line up perfectly. Let me turn this up a little. At the bottom with what you got going on right here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. If I, you know, so if I know if I want to play this pad, it is the 12th note. So I just hit this, and I'm going to hit it. Just count up, and you can really sequence it fairly quickly. and channel A is MIDI channel 1, channel B is MIDI channel 2, etc., up to channel 10. And you just have to count in your head. I have to use my fingers because that's the way I roll. And you could change it out. What that means, if you're like me, sometimes what I do is I set up multiple drum kits on my SP, you know. So I have that one there, and then I got a breakbeat kit here. I have a 909, regular drum kits. I set this up sampling basically off my iPad. But what that means now, I had no plans on doing this when I did it. I was just putting drum kits in here. Is I can take this drum kit, let me select it, go up arrow, and right one. We'll select both channels. I have bass drum on there and hi-hat on this. Turn it red. Well, I could, while it's playing here, all right, I could change the channel just by changing. I could change the instrument by changing the MIDI channel. Change it to the breakbeat kit just by changing it all to channel 2. My regular drum set's on channel 4. Switch over to there. You know, as long as you set your pad setup right on your 404, this is a great way to add extra drums and samples you don't even have on here. One of the biggest limitation on this, as you guys probably know, is it still doesn't hold as long of a sample as this. This will hold up to 16 minutes on a pad. This holds, I don't really know, man, a minute, 2 minutes. I haven't really run into an issue except loading one sample that was really long. I really haven't had an issue with it because I don't work with really, if you can sample full loops and make a song out of it, but you can't sample a 5-minute song. It's not going to work that way. You have to understand what a tracker is. That you got that, and this holds long samples. The strengths here are in your effects, your reverbs and your delays and all that stuff. The strengths here is in the filters and the sequencing. The weakness on your SP404, what is that? It has a really crappy filter and it sucks for sequencing. You know what? These two together is really, really, really. You can sequence this. You can get your cool effects on your samples here. Feed it back into here. When I get another MIDI adapter, I'll run my MC101 into here, and this is gonna be sweet. I know I could do my side chaining on here a little bit. This is really fun. My review of the tracker, though, is I love it. I really do. It's not what I wanted. The drawback, I guess, is you really only have the mini input. Again, I can plug anything into my SP404 over here and run it right in here. It's fine. Or anything. It's standalone in the sense once you get your samples into it, but it needs to be interfaced with something else, I feel, to really get the most out of it, because it really needs to be sequencing something else and interfacing with something else to get the sounds in and out of it. But other than that, I think it's a fantastic piece of gear. Very glad I got it. I hope you picked up that tip was cool for you. If it is, watch the little 1-minute video I made with the green screen background here earlier today, and I'll subscribe and we'll get some ideas. I'll get some more tips. I'm really liking this. Thank you.